Muchas gracias, afición. Este es para vosotros.
Real Madrid have just won the Champions League final. Ronaldo with the last goal of the game. Last PK. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes.
Took them as far as he can. With this team, they totally outplayed Real Madrid. They was the better team.
Yes.
What is next?
Yes.
Do we regroup, rebuild? There was 5 of the players from the last final. Is he going to do
yes.
that?
Here is the ceremony.
That's the mistake of Simeone. He somehow figures out a way.
You want to see it?
Even if he changes the team a little bit to conjure up the energy to do it all over again. That's what makes it.
No, it's going to be hard to see it. Oh man.
He has to go again. This club has put him on the level now.
This was an intense game, a high intensity game.
Is there going to be another option where we can keep star players?
They didn't allow Ronaldo or the other members of the BBC to get a lot of chances on goal. And the chances they did get were blocked there. I think they're almost all on target, just from the BBC. But they're almost all on target. They had a good time. I think just about both teams were equal. I think Real Madrid had the edge. Real Madrid definitely had the edge. But Atletico, they took a lot of their chances. They took them very well. They're very fast in the break, and I commend them for that. But here's the ceremony.
And sometimes every once in a while we want.
And for you Atleti fans out there, I'm sorry. Sorry. For you Barca fans out there, in your mouth.
He has 1 year left on his contract. The last 3 years with Atletico Madrid, he's led him to the final, the quarterfinals, and again, the final again this year, but still unable to get more than that runner-up medal around his neck.
And this was their best chance. They performed very well. Real Madrid wasn't the team that we've seen early on in this competition. And I just wonder, do you ever believe that you're going to beat them in a major final? And that's a big question that he'll have to ask his players, the ownership, and also him as an individual.
I agree that they were a better team ultimately on the day. First half, I thought the Real Madrid was better, but the changes were made, and the way that this man's team came out in that second half was wonderful. And you talk about coaches, we judge them on the changes that they make and the ability to affect change. Well, he made one, Roscoe comes in, scores the goal. What happened on the other side? 3 substitutions, it almost bit him, but they obviously came through with Zinedine Zidane and Real Madrid.
But that's what I'm saying. He's done anything he could possibly do, and they still lost. But at the end of the day, when they call it a day, tomorrow morning when they wake up, they've lost in the final. So you can say with Zidane's substitutions, whatever, he's won it. He left Ronaldo on there, had a quiet word to him, motivated him as a player. They've won it. You're not going to remember, oh, the substitutions was good, the lineup was good.
No, you'll remember Diego Simeone. Even in the loss, you'll remember this team, much more so than you will remember the performance of Real Madrid.
And now Zidane leads that march up the steps.
Here comes
the champions of Europe for the
Here goes
time. Zidane, the first time
Zidane
as a player and as an assistant coach.
Still wearing his shirt
Tony
backwards.
Jones and David Pleat.
Marcelo delighted. Dispatched the penalty. Feeling a little bit of cramp as well. He's not the only one. It was a wonderful scene and a wonderful setting.
Hala Madrid!
Astonishing first season for Zinedine Zidane. Embraced by Florentino Perez,
he's wearing as a coach,
president. Made it absolutely clear that
an assistant coach, a manager, and a player.
They signed Gareth Bale for a world record €100 million. But they achieved that. Now they've got number 11. Developing into a team of serial winners after years of disappointment in the UEFA Champions League. big kiss for his winner's medal from Danilo, who came on as a substitute and
Here we go.
having replaced Danny Carvajal. A few quiet words for Carvajal, who was just explaining the extent of his injury.
Arbuella.
Big smiles now on those faces.
There is Bale and Ronaldo.
The Wales squad of the European Championship. Cristiano Ronaldo, another winner's medal around his neck. He will be playing for Portugal. Sergio Ramos will be there with Spain. That's Europe's big international competition. This is UEFA's top club competition. And yet again, it is Real Madrid who have triumphed.
Corin.
And here it comes.
Corin.
The UEFA Champions League trophy.
Yes.
And it's been handed over to Real Madrid.
To Ronaldo.
Angel Maria Villa.
Yeah!
Used by Sergio Ramos, because Real Madrid are UEFA Champions League winners 2016.
Yes! Funny how their shirts are backwards on this video. The champions.
Marcelo with the lift right now. 11 times Real Madrid has won this. AC Milan in second place, if you will, with 7. But it'll be interesting to see what the makeup of this Real Madrid team is next season. Yes, we're already looking forward. You know, one of the big names, James Rodriguez, didn't even get on the field today. He'll be plenty rested for the upcoming Copa America Centenario with Colombia. Trophy gets passed around and almost dropped. And Fernando Torres, he's lifted the trophy. He knows what it's like. Now he has to watch as a spectator. All Madrid final in Milan as the trophy continues to get passed around. There's Ronaldo lifting it for the 3rd time. No club has won this title in back-to-back years in the Champions League era. We seem to say it every time we have a winner. Is it Bayern Munich? Can they do it? No. Barcelona? Can they do it? No. It's Real Madrid built to lift this one more time again next year.
Zidane is still at the helm. Everything is possible.
While we see the live celebrations going on from the San Siro, let's send it over to Jeff Shreves, Brad Friedel, with their thoughts, gentlemen.
Rob, you can hear the celebrations very loud behind us. An extraordinary night. Both teams virtually out on their feet at the end. Brad, were they worthy winners at the end, Real Madrid?
Well, they started the Real Madrid were
Yeah!
good, but I would have to say Diego Simeone's substitution of Carrasco and a little bit more of an offensive presence. They were the better team in that second half, and probably through the extra time as well. When Zinedine Zidane used his 3 substitutions and his team started cramping 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. It got up to about 6 players. You thought maybe he'd used his substitutions too much. But
Come back out.
Madrid's night, when it came to penalties,
Come back out. Corner, come back out.
The slot is home. What a night for Real Madrid fans and Zinedine Zidane.
How much was it about mental strength? So what about Cristiano Ronaldo? He had a quiet night. Yet
Poke,
he said,
poke, poke.
biggest penalty. I'll take it on the man.
A very quiet night throughout the game. He was cramping early on in the second half, even. But he was the one.
Warren, how stupid was that? Really? You made me fall in love. Now I'm glad you kept this part out. Warren, you should say that.
All time he stepped up and slotted that home.
It was gripping drama. It was a privilege to be here. Back to you guys in the studio.
Go back.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. Yes, you can clearly hear how loud it is at San Siro. Awfully difficult for those two to talk over the music and the celebrations that continue from Milan.
Brad had about the better team and Atletico was, but when you are
Ronaldo abs.
into a game,
See these?
big moment,
The Ronaldo abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
you just have that inner strength as a champion.
Puny.
And that's
Woo!
what the team
Woo!
are looking.